The Cadillac drivers are officially signed.
Hot off the press, too.
Yeah,
we got
once.
it. Yeah, for once, we got it today.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. Yeah.
Like official. Bottas and Checo set to return to the grid.
It's the same thing it's always been. EA is just not a very good company. They release trash year in and
Sorry,
year
EA.
out.
I didn't mean for this to be a hate fest.
They already
mentioned
know.
what
It's okay.
game,
They
but
already know.
We're talking about the game.
Every single EA game is trash. I'm just going to say it. It doesn't matter.
Joe,
it doesn't
calm
matter.
down.
It's fine.
So what if both McLaren drivers could benefit from an upgrade?
Sure.
At the current moment, who would you give it to?
Get laced up.
Let's go.
It's time for Banter with the boys.
Welcome back to Banter with the Boys. This is indeed Fast Laps.
Thank goodness.
Joe's back, Mike's back, Kev's back. We're back from summer break on Fast Laps.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Been so
Felt like a
bored.
long one.
You're right.
It really did. And then all of a sudden this week was here. And I was like, wow, here we go.
Yeah.
Did you guys play any F1 video game?
A lot.
On the break?
You played a ton.
I played a ton.
I played a little bit.
Yeah.
I've still been out from people who saw the last episode. I had surgery, I had my appendix removed, so I've still been out recovering.
From Carlos
so,
signing
yeah.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've still been out on medical leave, and so I've had a lot of free time. Free time means playing Formula One.
You said Carlos Sainz, and was like, Carlos Sainz was in the car the next weekend. That's all I'm saying.
Dang. Ouch.
I after having my appendix removed, I'm like, man, that guy is a unit.
Yeah, truly.
Like truly, for a week, I couldn't get out.
They
of
also
it.
are like F1 drivers. They probably have like a ton of care being put into them to
Yeah.
make sure that they're up.
There's a
and
lot of
running
money
again.
involved there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't
Mike's
be. I
just
wouldn't be
like,
opposed.
yep, I'm home.
I'm home.
Yep.
Playing
pretty
F1.
much. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some like miracle cure or just like a surgery that just like let them out for a few days and then they were back up and running again.
Yeah.
That's
knows?
kind of creepy.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
yeah.
like he was back very quickly.
Yeah. I do have a video game question. I know you hate it, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure I got to look back because I'll like clip it because you said you actually liked it when it first came out. So
Oh, yeah.
So what has changed that you no longer like
I
the game?
love to hate it. I would say
Yeah.
first of all, like I'm always going to find some kind of issue. It's the same thing it's always been. EA is just not a very good company. They release trash year in and
Sorry,
year
EA.
out.
I didn't mean
Right.
for this to be a hate fest.
They already
mentioned
know.
what
It's okay.
game,
They already
but
know.
We're talking about the game.
Every single EA game is trash. I'm just gonna say it. It doesn't matter.
Joe,
it doesn't
calm
matter.
down.
It's fine. Clip it and ship it. No, yeah, I mean, like, so, like, most recently there was a bug that literally, like, we could not play the game. It just would not let us.
Oh.
Like, just simply put, we tried going into our save, and typically it'll like try to like bring in driver ratings, like updates and stuff.
Oh, sure.
And we tried updating it, and then it would not let us get past that screen, so we just couldn't play our story, so we had to do other things. Yeah. So that was it. It got fixed pretty quickly, but
And
like,
what season are you guys in? Like, are you in like where you can play
still in our
multiple
first.
seasons?
yeah, we're still in our first
'Cause
season.
I thought I
yeah.
heard, I don't know if it was last year's game or whatever, like once you get past like the first season, it's almost the exact same thing, just repetitive, and then it breaks after like
Yeah,
season
we
3
so
or
yeah,
something.
we will eventually finish season 1, and I'm imagining it'll start breaking past season 2
Immediately.
It always does. Yeah.
That sucks.
Last year's game was really bad, so I'm hoping maybe.
Have you played any iRacing ever?
No, it's subscription based. It's I know I'm not good enough to play it, so why would I pay
But if
to
they
play it?
ever, I mean, they have some Formula One stuff on there, don't they?
They do, but like you have to be like, it's like, I mean, F1 is like a baby game compared to iRacing.
Sure, no, for
Yeah.
sure. Just not in the cards right now.
Yeah, I would like if I had like an actual sim, like good pedals, good wheel.
Sure.
I might test it.
Sure. Okay. Fair enough. I was just curious. Anyway, that was a long intro. Kev behind getting everything done for us, like always. Yeah, let's just head right into our summer break recap. Ah, yes. We are back.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Summer break has ended, which means probably the biggest news. The Cadillac drivers are officially signed.
Hot off the press too.
Yeah,
We
for
got
once.
it. Yeah, for once we got it today.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. Yeah.
Like official. Bottas and Checo set to return to the grid.
Yep. You remember what I said as we were leaving for summer break? Like the one thing I wanted to come out, was them to release the drivers.
Have this be
so,
done. And
yeah.
hearing that they maybe were only going to release one driver. So it's nice that both are out now.
See,
I guess. What's up?
I heard like a week ago. I was super prepared to come in here. I heard like a week ago that that Valtteri had already been signed. And so I was like, and normally I've heard this about Checo, I've heard this about Valtteri, I'd heard this about Mick, so many people that I was like, whatever. And then when I was like looking into it, I saw that it was confirmed by the same people who had like leaked the fact that Toyota was going to be partnering with Haas like a week before that happened. And I was like, okay, so this is actually a decent source. And I was like, I'm actually buying into this. And then more news kept coming out and more people were talking about it. And so I was like, oh, you know what? Okay, I'm going to buy this. And then the announcement came out today. And I was not at all surprised about Valtteri. I was surprised about Checo. I didn't think they'd give us both at once.
Who were you hoping for getting in that second seat?
I think my ideal would have been somebody like Felipe Drugovich or like a newbie of some sort of newbie, but
Sure.
like Drugovich or Alex Dunn from F2
Sure.
or somebody along those lines. But
Personally, I
Mick
can.
Schumacher.
Of course, Mick. He'll always be in the equation.
As long as I'm around.
As long as Joe's on the show, mix an option. Alpine? Anyway, no. Darn it. Where was I going? Shoot. If you have a thought, Joe, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I remember when we were kind of like thinking, like early talks. Like obviously we knew Cadillac was coming. We've known for a while, but like earlier in the season, we tried thinking about like who might it be. We all had like our guesses. I mean, Danny Rick was thrown into the equation a lot of the time. Checo was thrown in a ton as well.
Mike
right?
likes Danny Rick.
I do. I was also one of the first people who said Danny wouldn't be coming back though. So
And Danny said that he would not be coming
Yeah,
back.
Danny said it himself as well.
many times. Yeah.
But I definitely, I was never against Bottas. I always thought Bottas was a pretty good pick. Was very much not in the mind of Checo ever coming back. I also wanted, a rookie to maybe get into the spot. But seeing their release video today, I was happy to see Checo back. He seemed pretty happy. He seemed pumped. It was, and I think they're vibing very well with each other too. So
I think it's a good driver lineup.
For sure, especially with new regs coming in, I think it's actually an advantage to put two pretty well seasoned veteran drivers in the car so you can get, probably the best data you can possibly get. That I don't know. I just like that they decided not to even do one seat as a young driver.
Yep.
Maybe if you want your reserve driver to be some young guy, for sure, that makes sense. But I don't know. I like that it's two vets.
yeah, maybe it's
Good
the
way to come
Hulkenberg
into
of it all, right? You lost your seat. Now you know what's to lose. You're going to try better. I mean, was Perez ever? Did he ever have a gap?
These are
before he
both
joined Red Bull?
championship. These
No,
are
he
both
went right from Red
constructor
Bull.
championship drivers.
Yeah,
true, yeah.
they are.
You know
what I mean?
Multiple time constructors champions.
So like
That's a
they
great
know what
point.
they're talking about if the car's not right. So I don't know. I'm kind of excited for this driver lineup. More excited, even though we were speculating already. There was rumors of both these drivers right before summer breaks. Where we were like, yeah, it probably will be, But now it's official. I'm actually more excited about it than I was before summer break, even though we probably knew that's what it was going to be.
Well, so yeah, what's interesting is like what you said about like a rookie driver not being a great option. I firmly agree with because like they don't want to take this time and like teach somebody how to drive in Formula One when they're trying to figure out how to drive in Formula One. They'd rather take two seasoned drivers, and these are like the advantage with Valtteri and Checo is that you take Checo, who is just notoriously really good at helping with development of cars. He was the first one to point out there was something wrong with the Red Bull a year before anyone else knew there was something wrong with the Red Bull. He was saying it out the gates and nobody was listening to him. So I think he's got a good technical mindset on him. And then you've got Valtteri, who has experience with Ferrari power because he drove for Alfa Romeo for a couple of years. And so them being on the Ferrari engine at the start here is going to give them an advantage from these two drivers.
I'm just curious how they'll like being teammates. They're both kind of goofy.
They are.
It'll be interesting.
I'm gonna miss. I mean, yeah, Valtteri's like very like anti-goofy. It's interesting. Like he seems pretty straight faced, but like it's like he does it in a goofy way. I am gonna miss the Valtteri social media manager for Mercedes art, where he's just like on their social media all the time doing weird stuff. Yeah. That is gonna be sad to see that going. But I feel like I did see a meme today of like a reenactment of them getting signed by Cadillac, and then the person was like, "All right, and which one of you want to be the first driver?" And they were both like, "Oh, you can have first." No, you should have first. And I was like, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, that checks out.
That's why I think it'll be good. Like I think there's not a clear number.
they're
one
not selfish,
driver here.
right?
No.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
There's not a clear number one driver. I think it's going to be good for Cadillac again on the veteran basis. You know, that just help build it, to help develop the team as a whole.
Yeah. You just made the point of they're learning, like the team's learning how to do F1. So like you're right, having veterans and them being able to bring the knowledge in, I just want to like echo that's a really good point.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to help the team a crazy lot. So
Kev's got a question.
Who do you think gets the upgrades first?
So Kev just asked who gets the upgrades first.
Neither.
Are they going to have money for upgrades in year one?
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely will.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're gonna pick one over the other. They're gonna try, especially like they're fresh out the box, brand new team. They don't have a lead driver, at least not yet, right? They probably won't have a lead driver at least in year one, and they're just gonna try and focus on trying to get both the components out to both the drivers so that they can get good analytics on both cars from two sides of a coin, because putting it on just one car, they're not going to get the best data out of it. And right now their focus for this first year is going to be getting data and getting their feet on the ground. So I don't think they're going to pick one driver over another.
Yeah, my mindset, it could be wrong, but my mindset, and I think it's always been this, is there shouldn't be a seat one and a seat two. There shouldn't be a first driver and a second driver. The upgrade should go to whoever's going to use it best and they'll get the best testing from just a strategic standpoint, and not favoring one over the other. It's like, yeah, this upgrade should in theory give you more pace, but we're giving it to you because we know that you're going to be able to use it on this track because we've seen how you've done before. And then we'll give it to Checo or Bottas, if it works. But I don't think they're going to be, he should get it because he's obviously faster than all. It's just because, his strengths maybe do it, or maybe he's better at testing it. Who knows?
So what if both McLaren drivers could benefit from an upgrade?
Sure.
At the current moment, who would you give it to as a McLaren fan? Sorry, I know we're talking about Cadillac right now. I just
that's a good question. And honestly, I'd give it to the one who's currently leading.
Whoever's leading.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I knew like there's no testing this part. This part will give you a boost, and we don't have two of them at the moment. I'm giving it to Oscar at the moment, just straight up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. I was just curious.
But having Lando have it and extending his lead from third is also kind of strategically good.
I think the best thing for the team.
Solid lead on third though.
Yeah,
He
like
does
over
have a solid
100
lead on
points.
third, so maybe it would just like default to Oscar.
I think the smart thing to do is to not give it to either of them, or wait to give it to
But, like, what if
because
you-
they don't need it. Like they're already finishing so far ahead of all the rest of the grid.
Right,
They're like
right.
they've got more than double Ferrari's points at this point. Like they're chilling. They don't need to push out one for one driver or the other and then give one driver the idea that they're picking favorites. That's harder for them as a team, because then you got a driver who feels like they're being slighted, and then you start running into like a Mark Webber situation from Red Bull back in 2013, and like you don't want to deal with that, because then you get driver hostility and it creates drama within the company. And
All right, hold on. Let's table this for the end of the news.
Okay, I
and
do have
summer
another
break
point, because I
recap,
do have another point
because
to
we're
that.
going to bring up
Yeah.
McLaren. We got to touch on them.
We got to touch it.
He's got the hat
We
on.
got it. Yeah, we got to touch on them, especially as we're coming out of summer break, and it seems like one of the two will win
Yep.
the WDC this year. Let's just talk about the few seats that are left. I know. I'm sorry. Joe's just like,
What
let's
a year,
just
man.
plow through this.
Yeah.
We got to talk about McLaren more. Okay, so Red Bull and the Racing Bulls. Obviously, Max is in a seat for 26. We know this. We don't currently know what's going to come of Yuki. I put in here, is he as good as a quote-unquote free agent right now? Do you see any other teams talking to him? Is it time for Liam to get another shot in 2026 in Red Bull's second seat? Isaac has made it known he's not necessarily wanting to go to the quote-unquote senior club yet, but he's there. There's Arvid, sorry, darn it, Lindblad
There you go. Yeah,
as well. Not whatever I usually call him.
Lindbald.
Limbold.
I don't think
I'll have you know we call him that when we're talking on like Discord and stuff, just as like the joke.
Alvin Lindbald.
Alvin Lindbald.
So what is the best course of action for Red Bull right now? I mean, obviously, next year could be real shaky.
So
And does it change for Max? Like, if next year doesn't go well, does that change Max's viewpoint at that point?
His
Which
contract
will
is-
lead me into Mercedes in a second.
His contract's till 28.
28,
yeah,
correct.
But he can always leave if he wants.
I'm sure he has.
But
the-
after
yeah.
but he's got to have this season at least, I think. But
Yeah.
I think after this season, he could not 25. After 26 season,
Yeah, I
I
think-
think he can X-nay if he wants.
for sure tries 26. I think Yuki is also going to be safe at least to start in 26. If he really can't do anything, they might move him mid-season. But I think he's going to be around through 26, especially since we've got the new team principal for Red Bull, who is very technically driven, very technically minded. His focus right now is going to be on making sure that the Red Bull is safe and sound on a technical side, and the best way to do that is to have known variables. And adding a new driver into a car at the beginning of new regulation cycles is just too many unknown values.
like just one thing at a time type
Yeah,
deal. Like,
just
let's
take
get
it one
used to
thing-
the new car, like,
I think
and then
once-
we can figure the rest out.
Red
If
Bull's
we need to
gotta-
make a driver switch, we can.
Yeah, if Red Bull's got a handle on the car next year and Max is doing good, if not okay, and Yuki is still doing what he's doing now, then at that point, something's going to have to change.
But you're saying to start 26, let's just keep it as is. Yuki and Red Bull.
Yeah.
Might as well just keep Liam and Isaac in the
Yep.
Racing Bulls. Start.
Yep.
All right. Fair enough. You have a rebuttal to that, Joe?
No, I agree. I think they try him out for 2026, and then they do what Red Bull does. Although I'm hoping now that Christian's gone, maybe they'll be a little bit more cautious about just swapping drivers out, because it hurts the team more than anything else, right? If you just keep putting people into a new car, it's going to take time, first of all, for them to learn it. Like, I mean, most drivers, I feel like, take an entire season to really get comfortable in a car.
For sure.
Right?
For
like,
sure.
Very few can get their feet on the ground very fast.
Like, I'm just like thinking, obviously,
Especially if you're like brand new.
yeah, obviously the McLaren was not good 2 years ago, but Oscar was not anywhere near Lando.
Yep.
For his first season
No, for
on
sure.
a new car. It was also his rookie season, but he still had a great rookie season.
Yeah, for sure.
But he was nowhere near Lando. And then last season, he was still like kind of getting more confident.
Look at this season. Lewis Hamilton is
Yes.
far off of Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz is far off of Alex Albon.
Yeah, true.
Like the only weird instance that we see of a driver who's really taken to a new car really fast is Nico Hulkenberg. Nico took to that Sauber within like 5 or 6 races.
Nico's taken it really well, and so has Hadjar to a certain degree, I would say.
I don't really count him because he's a rookie, right?
But I mean, but still, he's done good
he's
as a
doing
rookie.
really good.
Yeah.
I wasn't taking account any of the rookies. I think actually most of the rookies have taken to their new cars. pretty
Actually
well.
had pretty good seasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the mess that is Alpine.
Another quick thing, since we talked about the Red Bull, it is worth noting, since this has been in the news over the last couple days, about IndyCar's Alex Pello, who there's been a lot of speculation that since he's been doing so good in Indy, there's been rumors that he's been in talks with Red Bull about moving up to Formula One to join the Red Bull team.
did see that too.
And actually, just today, Alex Pello dismissed news that he
Yeah.
would be moving up to Red Bull, and that it sounds like him and I don't remember the team principal of his team. That they are in works on a new contract right now. So, to
Yeah,
anybody who was wondering, that doesn't sound like it's happening.
I don't know F1 history very well, so I don't know if there have been like huge, like you're in one motorsport and you move to F1, just like obviously K-Mag did it. He was about to go race in a different motorsport, and then he got pulled back into F1. That was an incredibly different situation, though.
Yep.
Like someone who's never raced in F1 but currently racing in a different motorsport, just going to F1, I just don't
Pretty
see
rare.
it.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
gotta
don't.
be rare. It's gotta
probably
be rare.
it probably has happened. I just don't see it happening in this day and age, especially when we have so many prospects right now.
Yes.
It just doesn't make sense. So like right when you said IndyCar, it's like no, there's no way.
right.
No,
Yeah.
stop.
I mean, I'll give him like like he's doing really, really good in IndyCar. Like right now, he's considered to be the Max Verstappen of IndyCar.
Sure, that's fair, fine. But like you said two things. First, you said IndyCar, that's strike one.
Yeah.
And then you said Red Bull, and I was like, oh, that's strike three.
Yeah.
They have too many people already.
Yeah, they already. yeah. We're skipping strike 2 and going straight to strike 3.
They have too many people, and none of them can drive this car, unfortunately.
Exactly.
And it's not their fault.
And before Red Bull opens up a third team on the grid.
Oh, don't.
Grab the hat.
Oh, give it up. Oh.
All right. So, like I was saying, relating to Max and kind of going into Mercedes here a little bit. Obviously, we think they're going to re-sign George and Kimi. They'd be dumb not to at this point. I feel like.
I'm surprised they haven't already.
However, However, if George were to sign only like a 1-year deal or something, I think that would be kind of weird.
That would be
I
interesting.
think that'd be a little bit telling. Like maybe there could be a Max Verstappen change at some point.
I want it to happen that we get the moment where Mercedes releases a tweet saying that they're going to re-sign George Russell, and then George Russell releases a tweet saying, I have not signed any documents. I will not be signing with Mercedes next year.
That would be crazy.
Not happen.
A la Oscar Piastri. That would be hilarious. It won't happen. You're
Toto's
totally right.
tweaking. Yeah. There's no
And-
way.
Toto says I thought he came out and said this week or this past weekend or something that they're working on a Russell deal. But
I mean, it'd be like crazy for him to give up Russell, right?
Oh, for real.
This
is potentially the most consistent we've seen him.
Yeah.
You know,
It's his best year,
so
I think.
I don't see why you don't. And Kimi, again, you'd be stupid not to re-sign Kimi at least as well a 1-year deal.
I would like not re-sign Kimi over George. Like
No, for sure.
like George is just the more consistent. You can like.
But I'm just saying, if they only sign him to a 1-year thing, if it comes out and it's only 1 year. That seems weird to me.
I think George would feel
and I would
pretty.
feel weird if I was George.
I think he will. I mean, we know how Checo felt after getting. I think didn't Checo get like he had a 1+1, and I think he like made it known that he wasn't.
Even a
he wasn't crazy
1+1 for
about
George would be weird
that.
right now.
I think Checo got a 2-year and he wasn't pleased about that. It's.
With that though, can we bring up like what are the odds, since the Mercedes is looking like it's probably going to be the fastest car next year? What are the odds that George Russell is going to win, or at least they've got the best power? What is the odds that
like power unit?
Yeah, the best power unit. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, we don't.
What
know
are the
that
odds
yet,
that George Russell is capable of winning a WDC, even if he has the best car?
I think he's capable, but it just depends on until you actually have that pressure. Like he's not considered a contender right now. You know what I mean? But I feel like if he was in the mix with another elite driver, I don't know. I want to say yes. I want to say that's what his career continues to build and build and build and build, and that's his trajectory is going the right direction for that.
He's one that a lot of people have said will be a world champion one day, and I just don't know if I see it. Especially not with the field that we have of such incredible drivers.
There's a lot of crazy talent.
A lot of crazy talent, and George Russell is just good.
Including, again, 6 rookies on the grid this year that, who knows?
Are coming out swinging.
At least over half of them appear to potentially have long careers ahead of them.
Yeah.
So, that's interesting. I think he can be a WDC. Okay. I think he can be a champion.
When he first joined F1, like I clocked Lando as that's a WDC, I clocked George. That has unfortunately passed for me. I don't know. I just don't know.
Fair enough. I think
it really sucks that he joined Mercedes and then the car got bad.
I think if there's any bubble driver like a George Russell, like a Carlos Sainz, like if there's any bubble driver that you're like, you know what I mean? I think next year would be the year for that, where there's so many unknowns that somebody could come out of the blue, win one, and then we never hear from them again.
See, meanwhile, while I think Carlos Sainz is one of my favorite drivers, I don't see him being a world champion contender. I think he's somebody who could,
even if he was in a good car, you're saying he wouldn't be a.
Yep, I don't think he could win a championship. Just like I don't think George is the type to win a championship. Mm-hmm. I think they're fabulous drivers. They clearly have to be. They've been around F1 for quite some time. They've made name. They both are race winners, but like they're excellent second seat material.
Would Fernando Alonso?
Yeah, that kind of hurt to say.
Would Fernando Alonso win a championship before George Russell
Yes.
and Carlos Sainz?
Yes.
Okay, that I just need to know the answer to that question. Sean. Let's see. Okay, Alpine, real quick. Alpine's the only other seat. Gasly is quote unquote staying long term. They got some deal and whatever. So who is actually going to be in that second seat? Flavio seems to not know. I don't know.
Throwing darts.
I don't know, man. So I think I put in here is Alpine.
It's not Bottas, that's for sure.
Thank God.
I put in here is Alpine legitimately in need of a Christian Horner at the moment to try and right this ship.
I don't know if Christian Horner's the answer to everything. Unfortunately
No,
for them,
for sure.
They can sign him, and I still think there's a chance they will. I don't think he's going to like this is the person, especially with his track record at Red Bull in his later years of just giving people seats because they asked or because they looked okay. Like it's not gonna solve anything.
I mean, that's kind of Alpine's approach this year.
Yeah,
Colapinto
that's
looked
it,
okay last year in the the Williams. So we'll go ahead and give him a shot.
Sure. I mean, yeah. I think I said this before break. Your strategy should not be swap drivers to see who sticks. It should be pick one driver,
try to develop them.
Try to develop them.
At least.
Like understand that you might make a bad choice, and you're just gonna have to live with that. Like, and that's how it is. Because if you swap them over and over, they're never gonna get better.
No, for sure.
You can get them all the sim time in the world. It's not gonna help them.
Sure.
See, I got my binoculars on. My 5-year plan for Alpine. They're not around. I think it's a real scenario that 3 to 4 years time Alpine gets dissolved into a different team, like somebody else acquires the Alpine team, somebody like High Tech, for example, who already has a history with Alpine racing.
Sure.
And we see just a different team show up and take over, or BWT takes over as the actual team owner.
High Tech is like a racing team, though, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Alpine is an actual manufacturer.
Correct.
They probably have more money than High Tech does. I could see like a partnership, like a big partnership, like Alpine High Tech or something like that. But I don't know.
This is why I'm saying like Alpine. I see Alpine struggling further in the future, and just like if they keep doing poorly, Renault has already pulled their manufacturer or their
engine.
Their engine out, right? And to me, I'm like, it's only a matter of time till you see Alpine pull out as well, and we see a different team take over for them.
I think Renault has been a dying kind of.
We could bring
light
Lotus
anyway.
back again. We'll just keep the cycle
That's an
going.
awful idea.
We'll just keep the cycle. Lotus will take over.
Bad idea.
Lotus will take over for Alpine. Lotus will race for 4 to 5 years, and then they'll go away, and Renault will come back again.
Such a bad idea.
And the cycle will continue.
You're nuts.
I am curious to see what they look like with the Mercedes engine. So we'll just have to see.
True.
We'll just have to see how they come out the gate, and Pierre Gasly will finally be a WDC. That's a there's a extremely outside bubble driver to win the 26 WDC. There it is. Putting all the money on it.
Copium supply.
Here we go.
We're gonna grab him the hat.
Doesn't even matter who's in the second seat. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a Mercedes hat sitting on the table for me next time. Like, why don't you take that Alpine hat off, buddy? It's time.
To finish this off, if you had to pick one person to stay in the seat for the rest of the year and into next year, even say
For Alpine?
yes, who you picking?
Esteban Ocon.
He's just wearing a Haas hat.
If Mick Schumacher wanted to come back, I would actually legitimately love to see that. I don't see that as a realistic thing.
I think that is unfortunate. I would love to see too. I think that's unfortunately one of the worst choices you could make right now.
For sure. And I low key want to see doing one more time.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if that just looks bad for F1. You know what I mean? If for the team, if they decide to go back to the driver they pulled out, like, is that just like unwritten rules, you know, and it just
Maybe
looks
the
bad?
tinfoil hat.
Oh, yeah, give me the hat. Give me the hat. Give me the hat.
So do you
For the Spotify
guys
listeners.
remember? Oh, it is
in
broken.
It's in shambles.
It is broken.
That's how
So-
many crappy takes we've had
Yeah.
with the tinfoil on it. It's falling apart.
Do you guys remember when I think there was an incident between Colapinto and maybe Yuki, and there was like a whole fan base that got like really angry.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think maybe they're trying to keep them at bay by keeping Colapinto? Like, there's any way that they're like, if we swap him out, there's going to be a large base. I mean, now that I'm saying it out loud, it doesn't seem possible. But like, there are some people there's a very angry people whenever that like incident happened. But I don't think they're like providing money or anything. Like, if it was Checo and Mexico, that's one thing, right?
Right.
But yeah,
I don't know. Him and Doohan have had very similar seasons.
that's kind of what I'm saying.
And I haven't seen a ton of improvement from Colapinto, and we didn't from Doohan either before he was pulled. But to be fair, Gasly hasn't shown us a ton either, and it's because the car is just crap.
Yeah,
And we know that.
I think he's done well though.
He's done.
Yeah,
he's had a couple decent runs. He has points.
Okay, so I'm notably a hater of the
Gasly
French.
back to Red Bull.
I give a lot of crap. I give a lot of crap to the French company and the French drivers, except Isaac. He's my boo. But Pierre Gasly
coming back
is
to that.
so freaking talented. I hold so much respect to him. Like, the dude drives the crap out of that car for no reason. Like, he should not be allowed to do that well in that car. So like, he's another one that like I wish I could see him in a top end team to see what he's capable of in
used
a
to
top
be.
end car.
Now that he's experienced though.
Yeah, like
no,
take
for
him.
sure. He was
like
dumb
if he
young.
had this level of
got, like,
experience.
The Jack Doohan amount of races.
Yep.
Yeah, if he had this level of experience, but still driving in like the Red Bull car, like man, I bet you he's up there fighting with like some of the best drivers we see.
You betcha.
Like the dude is a beast. So shame he's in an Alpine.
Well, it's good that Gasly's getting some love. All right.
Did we get an answer? Second driver?
From who, me?
Oh,
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yo, boy, we're on some tangents.
I don't know. I think for the sake of the team, you got to leave Colapinto. Again, I'd like to see Doohan at least a couple more races. Like if Colapinto starts, which we think he is, out of summer break, give him 3 races. If it's still nothing, you gotta.
You know what?
Just put Doohan in to end the season for the last 6 or whatever. And if nothing doing, I don't know. I don't know what
doing.
26 brings.
Nothing doing.
Nothing's doing. Dang
I
it.
say heck it. I want to be
Heck it.
different. I'm saying Mick Schumacher.
You're wrong. So the right
You already
answer.
told me that was the dumbest answer I could have said.
It was
and you
unfortunate.
said it too.
I want that to
I
happen too, but unfortunately,
I
it's probably
doubt
the
it.
worst.
I
It
doubt
is probably the
I
worst
doubt
choice.
it.
You're right.
I also would like to see Doohan in, but like I have a feeling that they never intended to give him the seat back in the first place.
Probably not.
So
No,
I think,
not when
I
you
think
had
it
that
probably
short
will
of
be
a leash.
Colapinto. Yeah,
I
they give him a
also-
short leash. Colapinto didn't do much better, and they kept him in. I think they're going to keep him in
I also feel like they
at least
him
until
past-
the end of the season.
And then they kept him past his 5 race.
Yep.
Yeah, because they
trial
said
run.
they were gonna do five race like
5
trials,
on, off,
right?
yep.
Yep.
And the next one should have been Paul Aaron, their other reserve driver, right? And like, where is he?
And
He
there's
hasn't
been
put in the car.
zero rumor of
Not
him
even
now
a peep.
coming. Yeah, so
Yeah, no. So they're gonna stick with Colapinto. This was Flavio's plan from the beginning.
Yep.
Flavio signed, Doohan, and felt buyer's remorse
Yeah.
because Colapinto went on the free market literally days after he signed.
Yep. And honestly, stick with one driver. Let him learn.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
the best.
Next
All right.
year's a new season.
All right, let's move on. Before we get into the Dutch preview and really get back into fast
Yeah.
laps, McLaren.
McLaren.
Obviously, we're thinking one of these 2 drivers is going to be the WDC champion. Mike, who's it going to be?
Oh, I've already said it. It's Oscar. I think
it's
there's a
gonna be
good chance
Oscar,
that
okay.
Lando gets it, but I like Oscar.
No. Who's it going to be? Oscar.
No, it's Oscar. I still think I stand by it. I think it's going to be Oscar. I think there's a good chance that Lando gets it. They're both fabulous. I want to see Oscar get it more, and I think Oscar has a better chance of getting it more. So I'm picking Oscar.
And I have an inkling you're also going Oscar.
Start of the year, I wanted Lando. Start of summer break, I wanted Oscar. Right now, I think I'd be equally as happy seeing any of them.
You're just
Either
happy
of them.
that McLaren's winning
Yeah.
WDC.
That being said, I do think it'll be Oscar.
Okay, so we got what, nine races left? Is that right?
Well, a few
9?
more than that.
No, more
Like,
than
it should be
races,
10 or 12, right?
10.
How many? Yeah,
Oh,
that's a good question.
crap.
Wow, I can't believe all the things that I prep, and this is one of the only things that I don't prep.
Stand by.
How many remaining races do we have left?
Oh, hold on, I got it right here. 1,
2,
2,
3,
hold on. 1, 2,
4
3,
races.
4,
5
There's no
races.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
10,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
You were
okay, I was
really
only
close.
one off.
Yeah, you were
okay,
one off. You're not an
geez,
idiot.
God, I gotta tone it down.
I thought there was more. I thought there was like 12.
So, okay, so in 10 races, is there at least one race where both McLarens do not finish due to aggressiveness at the end of the race for fighting for the win?
No.
No?
Yeah.
I mean, 10 races, that's I have 10 digits.
They
on
have
my
been
two
fighting
hands.
more frequently, but I think they've at least learned a little bit how to not. I mean, they've had their moment. Lando's definitely had his moment. I don't think they're going to let it get to that until it's the very final race and they're literally racing for
Dude,
the
if
win.
it's neck and neck for the final race, I hope that's what it is.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
I'm pulling the binoculars back out.
I still think they're going to fight each other, obviously, but like every single race, they're on the radio. You can fight, but don't crash. Like that's like
I think.
You know what? If it came down to the last race, it would be Oscar winning. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think
It would
they'd be way more aggressive on the last race.
I think it's going to come down to Abu Dhabi. We're
I'd
going to
love
be in
that.
Abu Dhabi. It's going to be like 5 points between the two of them. So whoever finishes
think
first,
Lando's going
right?
to catch up that much.
Yeah.
No,
well,
they're
they're
gonna
already
wreck
pretty
out.
darn close.
They'll wreck out. It'll be Max Verstappen and Hamilton fighting.
And
Oh
and
my
I
God,
think
Oh wait, sorry.
they're
Sorry.
pretty close. I thought.
Aren't they 9 points
No,
between the
sorry,
two?
sorry.
What's
I'm
the difference between
stupid.
them?
I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh! Can this guy? He needs to. You need to figure it out.
What is going on right now?
They're 9 points away from each
Yeah.
other.
See, nice, nailed it.
That's actually
So-
really good. Yeah.
Okay, so I think they're going to be like 5 points away from each other in Abu Dhabi, and I think it's going to be Oscar is going to have the advantage. He's going to be on pole. Lando's going to be in second. They're going to be fighting the heck out of each other, and Lando's going to go for something super risky late in the race, trying to
Which he
because he
kinda
needs
does like to do
he
late
needs to go
in the
for this
season.
now, and he's going to overshoot it. He's going to hit Oscar too hard. They're both going to hit the wall because Abu Dhabi has plenty of walls, and they're both going to run out. They're both going to DNF, and Oscar is going to win.
and Max Verstappen.
Oscar's
is your
going to win WDC having not finished the race.
That would suck. That'd be anticlimactic to a crazy crazy season for McLaren.
I
hope.
see it.
Yeah, I
That's
hope
my
they don't crash
binoculars
out.
are out.
Now let me tell you
to
how it's
end the
actually going to happen. They're going to be in the last race 5 points away from each other, right? And it's going to
Oscar's
come
gonna
down
drive
to
a
whoever
masterclass.
gets the undercut in the pit, and that's it.
That also sounds really
It
anticlimactic.
might look really,
That
it
would
might look really
really
good on
blow.
track. Like it might
That
look
would
really good
really
on
blow.
track. They're still like they're getting really close, but they never
Nah.
actually fight because someone got the undercut.
That
I'd
would
rather they
blow.
crash.
That would blow, but I'm
That-
telling you that's probably what's going to happen.
I'd rather they crash.
Donkey.
Shut your mouth.
That'd be more interesting to me.
All right. Cool. Let's.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
But you didn't say who did you think was going to win? Oscar or Lando?
Ooh.
Don't you ask us
No, he
questions.
did say. He said it was going to be Max Verstappen versus Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. Duh.
What the-
Did you not hear me?
Jesus Christ.
What year are you living in,
Why
man?
aren't you listening?
How many years are behind are you?
Did you not hear me?
What season of Drive to Survive are you on? Okay, if it comes down to the last race like that, I think it will be Oscar. I think it's just too much pressure for Lando. But
Yep,
if Lando
agree.
can build some sort of lead, I think he'd be able to handle that pressure, having the lead going into the final race. Whether he gets pole or not, if he's behind in points going into the final race, I think that just weighs too much out.
Lando,
Even if it's as simple as if he gets one and Oscar gets two, I think that's just too much. I don't know.
Lando has momentum.
I hope
right
for
now.
Lando's sake and what he's done at McLaren that he gets it. I do, but
I don't.
Lando. I was about to say Lando might deserve it more, but I don't even know if that's true.
I mean Oscar's had a great season.
Oscar's crazy
He
good.
feels more polished. I think I've said that once
Yep.
before this season, but he feels more polished, which feels like it shouldn't feel that way.
Yeah.
and that's why I don't know. We'll see.
I think
Should be
Lando's
fun.
got a lot of momentum going for him right now. He's won the last 3 in a row, right? And
No, he
he is like, yeah, he has.
No, he hasn't. Oscar won Spa.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Or
It
he's
was
won.
Lando,
He's won
Oscar,
3 out of the
Lando,
last
Lando.
4 is what I'm
Yes.
thinking of. He's won 3 of the last 4. That's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, he still has a lot of momentum. He's won 3 of the last 4. He's closed the gap to Oscar a lot in the last handful of races. So he's got a lot of momentum going for him. If he keeps that momentum, I think he can win WDC. if he loses that momentum, I think he's going to crumble.
Will it be enough? I mean, in the amount of races they have, it will. Like Oscar's, I mean, he was second every single time, you know?
Yep.
Guys, we are dangerously close from this episode getting away from us.
No, we're
That was-
good.
That
We're
was
good.
supposed to be a short
We're
one.
good.
So what we're gonna do?
Why'd you say that?
We always
Now
say
it's
that.
Tyler's fault.
We always say that. Yeah. So, all right. Let's move into the Dutch preview for Up to Speed.
You got this.
Short one.
I am here to bring you.
Oh, we're back. Short one. Yes, that's us.
I am here to
Wait,
bring you up to
never mind.
speed
Shut up.
for the upcoming Dutch preview at
there.
Zandvoort, the Formula One Heineken Dutch Grand Prix 2025. Early forecast
is.
is showing
Bang, bang.
storms throughout the weekend.
What about race day?
A race day.
Same thing.
It said, yeah. It might not hit during the race, but there were going to be some storms throughout the weekend.
That means
including-
George Russell's gonna win.
Yep. I'll pitch back to you in a second if there's anything specific you want to call out. But sad fact, I'll probably say this again next year. Next year will be the last year of the Dutch Grand Prix. When it was last extended, it was announced that 2026 would be the last year. So
Dumb.
second to last Zandvoort rate for us, which is sad. It's a great track. We all like it.
That's when Max Verstappen's gonna retire.
Anything extra for the weather?
Yeah. Yeah. I just showed him the weather. Let me unlock my
No,
phone.
Joe doesn't need it. He's in last place.
I just asked.
Yeah, so right now the weather for Sunday is showing 66 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's like 18 degrees Celsius. And it looks like it's supposed to rain in the morning up until 8 a.m. and then cloudy up until 9 p.m.
Okay.
So, yeah, so no current storms, but cold. It's supposed to be on the chillier side.
Okay. Out for Mercedes.
Eye out for Mercedes.
Right. Our starting grid last year was Lando to Max to Oscar to George. The Dutch GP goes underway at Zandvoort. Off the line, Lando gets a bad start and concedes P1 to the Dutch champion. Oscar behind, but alongside George through T1. George is on the inside and gets third position from the second McLaren, switching up the order of the first two rows immediately. Lap 2 and the timing tower is lit up with all the position changes on the field like a Christmas tree. Every single person except one having either moved up or down the order from the starting grid. Can y'all guess who the one driver is that did not swap positions with anyone?
Ooh.
You can. Think about it. You can.
Is it Logan Sargent?
It's Logan Sargent.
I was gonna say
Firmly
Joe,
planted in
but
18th place. Through the first 11 laps of the race, we see
Firmly
some fights.
planted.
To name a couple,
Rooted.
Hamilton starting mid to backfield against Sonoda in the V-Carb, and Sainz overtaking both Alonso and Gasly for 7th. Perez up next. Lap 17, Verstappen starts to complain about tire wear. The McLaren of Lando on his back bumper, overtaking his first position back by the end of the starting straight on lap 18. We soon go through a round of pit stops. Charles among the earliest who gets the benefit of an undercut on some of our front runners, namely George and Piastri. We cut 23 laps ahead. Lap 40, Piastri starts to right that wrong as he goes alongside the outside of turn 1 to overtake Russell for 4th position. Leclerc 4 seconds ahead. Meanwhile, his teammate Lando is 10 seconds ahead of Verstappen. Later in the same lap, an awesome sight as 5 cars charge through the starting straight alongside each other. Albon getting an overtake on Magnussen with Gasly following right behind, overtaking the Williams of Albon on the outside of T1 at the end of that straight. The two Astons following the brawl take their moment and seize it on Magnussen, pushing him another 2 places down by the end of T1. Lap 47 and Piastri catching up to Leclerc in the position where he started on his bumper through turn 1. Leclerc is able to keep it stick, however, Piastri eventually falling slightly out of DRS. 15 laps later, Lando was first across the checkered flag with the fastest lap of the race, 22.9 seconds ahead of Verstappen. Our final is Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc, Piastri, Sainz, Perez, Russell, Ham, Gasly, and Alonso is 22.89.
22.896.
Yes. So I said 22.9 because I'm rounding up to the 10th.
Fake news.
That's how math works.
Fake
I know
news.
you don't know that because you're wearing a Haas hat, but that's how it works, buddy.
Oh,
Literally,
jeez.
literally, he said he rounded up
know
to
what's
that
crazy?
because it was a
You know what's
McLaren
crazy?
driver.
Do you know
and
what's
he wanted
crazy?
him to sound so
you know
fast.
what's crazy? When I was writing this up, I actually was considering. I was like, I'll do it 23. No, I'll do it 22.9. Maybe I should do 22.89. Nah, no one's gonna matter. It's 22.9. And now you're
And it mattered.
It mattered.
If that
He's
were a Red,
roasting me
if that
for
were a
10th.
Red Bull, he would have put down the exact.
He's not roasting me for a 10th.
would've
He's
done
roasting me
the
for a 1,000th. That's crazy.
He would have got it down to
100th,
the
sorry.
1,000.
Dang. For you Spotify listeners, he is pointing right at Mike's face.
This guy over
He
here.
is
I'm being
talking with his
harassed.
hands.
For you audio listeners, he's wearing a Haas hat and a Haas jersey, and he looks like he wants to lose.
Whoa, jeez.
Hi, my name is Kevin
Sorry, I
Magnuson.
got a little.
You know,
Worked up
when you
there.
when you were
Yeah, wow.
going through up to speed, I forgot about another driver for Alpine, Logan Sargent. He could be seat 2.
Yeah, he's not doing anything right now.
He's available.
Speaking of which, because he's our American driver, Joey pointed out the fact that he started in 18th. He did finish in 16th in this race, so he made 2 positions.
Oh, Logan.
America!
Question:
right.
Were there any DNFs?
No.
Doesn't matter.
No,
Oh,
actually.
he did it.
No, but the 2 Saubers did get lapped twice.
Oh,
Doesn't matter. No. 16. P16. All right.
wow.
So,
Before we get
Predictions.
into predictions, I just want to kind of also call out. I did a little bit of research.
Boy. Here we go.
Some teams have stopped doing upgrades completely. Ferrari, Mercedes, and McLaren do have. McLaren has a few small upgrades. Ferrari and Mercedes still riding high in their latest ones, and I think they have a couple more coming. And then Red Bull is just hard focusing on their car right now, in preparation of 2026 as well. Though, like just trying to figure out what's wrong with the car, and then also getting ready for 2026. So, I say that not to throw you guys off, but to say that Ferrari and Mercedes, I think they're going to be in the fight a little bit more going forward.
okay.
Interesting.
Did you get anything for the midfield teams or?
It's going to be very, very fun in the midfield. I think we're going to be in for quite a sight
Yeah.
this last.
Come on, Gasly.
And it's probably mostly because a lot of them may not be bringing a ton of upgrades, and they may just be at their hat, and they have already been doing well.
Yeah.
So
My crazy gut is telling me for this upcoming race is that we're going to see one of the midfield team drivers in the top 5, probably
be cool.
5th, probably 5th, and it very well just could be Alonso as he is kind of a beast on this track. But
that would be neat.
yeah,
All right, that'd be neat. Pretty cool. Pretty neat.
so
Predictions. I am losing.
So we should start with Joe.
Why would you start with me? Of course not.
Just to, change
sorry,
it
that
up
was
a little.
uncalled for.
A Banter with the Boys Fast Laps point update. Smelty's sitting at 39. Mike is sitting at 36, and I'm sitting at 35.
you get some
Close
points.
race, though. It's a close race.
Yeah, you are just very lucky with your guesses.
How did you
Close
get so
race.
many
I'm
points?
just gonna start.
Just gamble on George Russell again. Say his name.
Don't tempt me with a good time, buddy.
I mean, you did say it was cold.
You sure did.
Okay, Smelty, you're at first.
Let's start in third.
Okay, I like it.
Start in third.
George Russell.
Lando Norris.
Okay.
That is a very interesting pick.
It's the end of summer break. We got to do something.
For
crazy.
listeners, I feel like
listeners-
it's worth noting. Joe actually grimaced. I think he looked like he was in actual pain.
I think the listeners may have picked up the audible gasp.
Second place.
Don't
Say
say
him.
Oscar.
Say his name.
Don't say it.
Say his name.
Oscar Piastri.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Do it. Say first.
George Russell.
With your whole chest.
George Russell.
Wait, really?
George Russell.
Wait, really?
George Russell.
George Russell is going to win.
Wow.
You have that locked
Verstappen
in,
will
right?
not be on the podium.
You have that locked in, right?
Yeah.
You're crazy. What are you thinking? So, anyways, in first place, Oscar Piastri is going to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
God,
In
if
second
they
place,
if they both,
Lando Norris.
if they both wreck, and George, none of you guys can take George for third. That's it.
That's okay. I was going to pick Max Verstappen at his
Good.
home race.
Good.
Max. So Oscar,
Maybe-
Lando, Max.
Okay.
There's gonna be carnage. Don't
That
worry
is
about
going to be I'm not picking Max Verstappen in a potentially mixed conditions race at his home race.
I will pick. I'm going to pick the top 2, which I had locked in
Said I was gonna go
immediately. I had
crazy.
there was like no doubt in my mind.
Oscar, Lando.
Lando, Oscar.
Oh, okay, cool.
Lando is good at this track.
I knew you were going to say it, and I'm so ready to talk to you about it.
Third,
Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc.
George Russell.
How dare
Darn
you?
it! I was kind of hoping McLaren's would wreck and George would just be on the podium.
I think.
But then Max would be.
I think Max is obviously it is his home it is his home track, but he was kind of.
He's been struggling. I think we see it come back. Also, again, he's just a beast on this track. He's had a couple
and home track.
like last race wasn't very good. Spa wasn't his fault. They put a bad wing on, so Spa.
I actually don't want to pick George. Can I change my answer for George?
Have you locked in already?
I have typed it in.
I'm leaving it up to him.
Yes.
Yeah, because you don't want me to pick George.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Charles Leclerc.
Leclerc.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so devastated if it's George. Sorry, you were saying about Lando, I think.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, or I was talking about Max, but yeah, I got all my points out about him. Yeah, so Lando, a lot of people are picking Lando to win this race, and I think that's a safe pick because we've seen him do so well and how dominant he was last season at this track. But
So Oscar is not a safe pick?
Oscar did really well given what happened. He came in fourth. I can understand how that looks, but look at all the positions that he made up and how much pace on a track that is typically not super easy to overtake on.
Yeah, but
And
he
you
had the
take
fresher tires by the end, and he never did catch up to Leclerc. I mean,
He didn't catch up to
He caught
Leclerc, you're
DRS, but he did not get past him.
Correct. I think Oscar, with the form that we've seen out of him this year, I think we see him beat Lando by a margin.
I think that's fair. By a margin.
I think
What's the margin? If you had to spitball it.
3 or more seconds.
I think I think no matter I
think that's
like the
doable.
idea, not the idea. I do like despite who's in second or first, I do think there will be a slight margin to second just because of dirty air. So
Yes, and this is a very windy track, so dirty air can affect the car. The McLaren does tend to struggle a little bit more in dirty air. So I personally think what's going to happen, this turn one is a little crazy. I think Lando is going to have the faster qualifying time because Lando does tend to qualify better than Oscar does, and I think Oscar is going to get a better start than Lando.
Okay.
This seems logical.
Got it. Tracking.
My brain works in crazy ways. Also, Fernando Alonso in fifth. Or Alex Albon. Those are my 2 for fifth.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
There's no reason
You're
for
not
that.
gonna give me points.
There's no reason for that. That's
Nah.
just my brain is crazy. He said,
Oh,
For the audio
man.
listener.
Give me a headache. All right. Anyway. That's it.
That's
yeah,
it.
that's how we end it.
Holy
We just
cow.
say that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
And that's the show, folks.
We want to make sure, obviously, you don't forget Kev behind the cameras
Thank
here,
you,
getting everything
Kevin.
done for us. Mike, thanks for being here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mike.
Glad
You
I could
know,
be here.
can't work, but you're going to be a pod.
Darn right.
Don't even worry about it.
Darn right.
Joe,
Joe.
Hi.
Hey, Joe, thank you for being here.
past the time
I'm
that
glad
you
that
wanted
you
to
were here,
leave.
Joe.
Joe wants to be out of here by 9, and it is 9:45.
I'm tired.
He's actively
He's
sleeping.
about to pass out, so
I'm-
Mike's got to drive him home.
Yep, it's true.
And then, of course, Smelty. Yes, I've been here as well.
Smelty,
so
thank
yes.
you so much for being here.
Of course.
And Smelty.
Yeah, we obviously want to make sure you don't forget to like, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to the banner, whether that's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or iHeartRadio. And I should know if we have a show next week.
We do.
We do.
Yeah, we are
okay.
going to Monza next week.
Yes, Monza will be here though. Not.
Oh, yeah, we won't be in Monza.
Yeah.
F1 will be in
Yeah.
Monza. We
Logan,
will be
Logan Sargent
here.
in studio next week.
Whoa.
Joining us.
I've just been informed that Logan Sargent cannot make it.
Oh, darn it.
Darn.
Well, he was confirmed for about 1 second. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, see you next week, right?
Now that's an
That's
outro.
not an outro,
That's an
guys. It's
outro.
not an outro. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more Banter with the Boys.